there was an argument between Khalil and Tewatia. You stopped that. These kind of things make you who you are. Absolutely make you who you are. Now, Davy, when you have to turn things around, you've already given me an insight. Now, you've got to lead from the front. Does that make it more pressure for you, or you are accustomed that Hyderabad Sunrisers in many ways equal to David Warner, Johnny Bairstow, Rashid Khan, Kane Williamson, that kind of thing? Obviously David Warner. Does that give you more pressure, or you sort of look at it as, this is my role, I am the leader, I will have to take this as an opportunity? How do you look at it?
Yeah, the role that I always play is the one that I've always dreamt of doing. I open the batting for my country. I open the batting for Sunrisers Hyderabad. I open the batting for New South Wales. I'm very fortunate to be able to do what I do, and I really enjoy that. The responsibility of being captain or being a leader in a team, you have the ultimate responsibility to go out there and give 100% every time you go out there. And that's what I try to achieve every time I walk out there. Do I feel the added pressure? I don't. I don't feel the added pressure because I've got the support and the backing of the guys that are below me that come in after me. So the way that we're playing our game at the moment, we're just not getting across the line in a certain area. There's no solution to it. I did agree with your point of maybe having a power hitter there at the end. Could be missing. I think the one detail that we haven't had two batters in towards the end of any game. So that there is one slight problem. So that's really important to winning games. Myself haven't really been there towards the back end of any of the innings, but yet again, the ultimate thing is you've got a team that's there. Now, people always talk about my stats and whatever they are. Stats are stats. And what happens in the past has happened in the past. I've scored a lot of runs at the top of the order. Yeah, I've gone deep into the games. But you can't always do that. You can't always achieve that. You try as hard as you can. But the support and the backing that I have and trust in the guys that come after me in our order are playing the right brand of cricket that we want to play. It's just not executing it enough to have those partnerships towards the back end. And I really believe that this will happen in the next couple of games.
Fabulous. Now just to switch gears, I mean, all of you guys are playing together, whether it is you and Khalil, whether it is Virat and, Australians in this lineup, whether it is Shreyash and Marcus. We have this huge series coming up. I mean, straight on, you all will be on a flight to whichever part of your country, and then that massive, massive winter series, your summer, our winter series, which will define world cricket. It's such exciting times for world cricket. Are you looking at that as well? The India v Australia, you missed it last time.
Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that. There's obviously a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors to get these venues up and running, working out bio bubbles. These unprecedented times, it's challenging for everyone. And obviously the schedule hasn't really came out. There was a draft that came out. Once it's locked in, then the players can obviously start switching on and looking towards, batting at, say, the Adelaide Oval or, MCG, wherever we are going to play, and switch on to that mode. At the moment, we're all friends. And then once we get to Australia, it's off that plane. We say our goodbyes and give each other a hug, and it's battle of the country. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's a great thing about IPL. You get along so well, but we can compartmentalise. And that's the beauty of it. We can switch, we can switch it like that. And I think that's where the passion lies with, especially guys like Virat, because, his passion is fantastic. It's great. He rides every single moment, and that's what gets him into the contest, and that's why he plays the way he does, and that's why he's so good. So, I'm really looking forward to that challenge. I really, really missed that series. I watched very closely. But at the moment, the thing I'm seeing is that there's a few injuries floating around as well. So, that's what comes with, playing no cricket, not being able to get out there. A few of the Australian guys as well, we've spoken about how fatigued we're getting, into this sort of IPL campaign just because of the heat. Like, it's so hot, so it's really zapping you. The back-to-back games, you've got to got to improvise with ice baths. You have to have ice baths in your rooms because you can't, in the change rooms, you can't shower in there. You can't use the toilet facilities. So all these strict bio measures, people are going to have to think outside the square, especially when we get to Australia as well, how to recover.
Last question, Davey, on my show. That India-Australia series, I think it is now as big as the Ashes. I mean, India v Australia, that series, the kind of viewership, the kind of interest, the kind of intensity, competition, it is as big as the Ashes for world cricket. You agree with me that it is that marquee series now, that each player who plays in it will be looking forward with bated breath?
Do I have to be political? I think, look, 100%. Since starting playing Test cricket, I didn't realise how one-sided everyone just sees the Ashes is the Ashes. That's the pinnacle of playing Test cricket for Australia, is playing the Ashes. When you play against India, it's a different ballgame. Like, it's the energy's risen a bit more. You got this sort of like, you almost go over to India, and it's almost like India themselves think when they come to Australia, you go, all right, how am I going to scrape to win? How are we going to scrape to beat these guys? What do we have to do to get that first win on the board to make a statement? It's a very difficult thing. It's hard, fast wickets to slow spinning wickets. It's such a difference. Where Australia, you go from using a kookaburra to a duke that swings around corners. So there's two, big contrasts. So I think in saying and in finishing, the contest between India and Australia should be definitely held in regard up there as one of the biggest series in world cricket.